Bitcoin going straight to the moon. What is going on, guys? Well, today we're going to talk about what is exactly going on in the cryptocurrency market and why Bitcoin is skyrocketing the way it is doing right now. So, here we go. Okay, as you can see, this is coin market cap. As you can see, we have mostly red numbers for the main cryptocurrencies, and some of them in 2 digits. So in this scenario, with many altcoins losing some value, we still have Bitcoin going absolutely insane, with more than 20% increase in price in one single day. So today it is December the 6th, 2017, and we are actually very close to the arrival of the future contracts to CME and CVOE in the United States, and also in other parts of the world. So what we are witnessing in this very moment is the arrival of cryptocurrencies to mainstream. That's exactly where we're watching, and that's the reason why this uptrend seems unstoppable and unbreakable. I heard so many times Bitcoin was in a bubble. I heard when it was worth $100. I heard it again when it was worth $1,000. And of course, when it touched the $10,000 price, we heard many people talk about again a bubble. But there's no such a thing as a bubble unless you have big companies or big institutions money inside the bubble. So we're far away from that. I'm not saying there's never going to be a bubble, but I just didn't see how a bubble could happen without mass adoption. And that is the case. We have seen during the last couple of days insane growth in market cap for cryptocurrencies and for Bitcoin. And when I mean insane, I mean the market cap has almost doubled inside November. You can check out right here, November the 15th is what it was, $218 billion, and we are now very close to $400 billion. So this kind of growth in market cap is also unheard of in recent times. And if we go straight to the Bitcoin price, we can see it is very close to $15,000, and as we can see, the Koreans are paying insane. When I say insane, I mean an insane amount of money for a Bitcoin. $17,246 for a Bitcoin. They're paying more money for Bitcoin from a long time. They have been paying that extra money. But we need to talk a little bit about what is going to happen with the contracts, because the CME contracts they are cash set contracts. There are not going to be cryptocurrencies involved. So many people is asking why this insane increase in Bitcoin price, given the fact that there's not going to be cryptocurrencies involved in these contracts. They are a simple exposure. They will provide an exposure to cryptocurrencies volatility without touching them. Well, the reason why is because this give a glimpse of what a Bitcoin is to thousands and thousands of institutional investors which had cryptocurrency completely out of their scope before this. I mean, if you have a chance to invest in a future contract, you also have a chance to invest directly in buying cryptocurrencies. So I assume there's going to be many people buying, and also some institution trying to look for another kind of financial asset which gives them indirect ownership of cryptocurrencies. So we're going to see something really, really, really explosive happening. When we talk about the Chicago Mercantile Exchange, they are mainly trading commodities. So you have a buying side and a selling side. When you have, for example, some kinds of commodities, like, let me show you, agricultural products. You have the buying side trying to secure a certain price for the future in order to plan, in order to prepare the budgets. So if I need to manage certain industrial process which have agricultural products of their source, I will actually buy some. I will actually going to try to secure their price. So the same happens with farmers. They will try to secure a price for their products as high as possible. But in the cryptocurrency world, I don't see very clearly who is going to be shortening Bitcoin. I don't actually know it, because unless you have some sort of process which requires you to be buying Bitcoin in the future, and you want the price to stay in the same range, I don't see any hedging utility to the contract. So nobody really actually know what is going to happen in the markets. Maybe miners can buy this kind of contracts to secure their profits. That is a good reason to long Bitcoin, but I don't see who is going to try to short it. So maybe they're going to be really wild price fluctuations for these contracts in the first couple of hours of trading. And that is what we are trying to be really aware of, and we are all going to be trying to watch closely. And the other thing which is extremely important, if we want to talk about mass adoption as a value reserve, is what is going to happen after the appearance of these future contracts in many markets. If the door is open for ETF and for mutual funds, what happens if you have an exchange traded fund of Bitcoin? Nasdaq has announced that they are going to also be trading futures, and if someone wants to actually put an exchange traded fund with cryptocurrencies, is that going to bring the idea of cryptocurrencies to big institutional portfolios? That's also the expectation. So, by the way, I think that is also going to bring tons of money to cryptocurrencies. So guys, I've been very bullish about Bitcoin this whole year, but this has exceeded my expectations, so at this point I honestly don't know what to expect. I predict Bitcoin is going to be 6 figures by the end of 2018. And guys, we are witnessing history being written with this disruptive technology, and it's so strong that it's going to overtake the financial world as we know it. It's going to change it forever. There's no way of denying it, you know. And sometimes watch some economists or some bankers or brokers or financial strategists talking about Bitcoin as a bubble of something which is worthless, and I can say either they don't actually know one single thing about the technology, and they are too lazy to take the work of researching, or they are really scared of what is going to happen. And that this has happened with every disruptive technology throughout human history. So I don't know exactly what is going to happen in the future, what is going to be the scenario 5 years from now, if there is going to be mass adoption of cryptocurrencies or not, what is going to happen with banks and fiat currencies and credit cards, and what is going to happen with fractional reserve banking. But I do see tons on tons and tons of applications which are going to be implemented. And one clear example of that is what is going on lately with IOTA. This cryptocurrency is a third generation cryptocurrency which is very different from Bitcoin. It has 0 transaction cost, there is no mining, and there is no blockchain as we know it, and there is more than 2 trillion miotas, and is a cryptocurrency which is meant to be the Internet of Things cryptocurrency. And the truth is, it does not have any kind of practical application yet, but right now is sitting number 3 in coin market cap, only behind Ethereum and Bitcoin Cash. And this is so amazing, guys. This proves that there are hundreds of cryptocurrencies. Many of them have some value or some unique proposition, many other don't, but in the end only great ideas, great innovation, great teams, and great disruptive technologies are the one who actually go to the top. And that is the truth. That has happened with Ethereum. When Ethereum appears, there were many other cryptocurrencies which are almost not around anymore. And this is going on also with IOTA. I think I can predict easily IOTA taking the number 2 place very soon. So guys, this is my new channel. I strongly suggest you to follow me on Twitter, Facebook, like this video, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notification. And you can interact with me in Discord and Telegram. All the links are listed below. And if you want to support the channel, besides from joining me on Patreon, you can simply do your holidays shopping in my Amazon link, which is cryptomadness.com, cryptomadness.club/Amazon US, and you will support the channel without expending one single dollar and doing your regular shopping through that link. I really appreciate you guys if you leave any comments about all the topics that I have discussed. I really appreciate any kind of interaction, and I hope to see you soon.